Ladies and gentlemen, on this very stage, the one we all know and love, your friend and mine, the politician.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. It's just simply wonderful to be here today. I have been representing you folks for almost, I would say, 70 years now. Isn't that something? I remember when I entered into government service, I was $30 overdrawn at the bank. I was newly divorced, just barely passed the bar for the 5th time. I never gave up. And now after all these years serving you, I'm a multimillionaire. I got 6 homes, 26 cars, 15 yachts with hot and cold running towels, 6 executive jets, and I've just bought another island in the Bahamas. But we're not here to talk about me. We're here to discuss what you want to talk about. Yes, I know the 29% rise in crime, 46% rise in homelessness, 60% loss of job, highest trend in repossessions of homes and vehicles ever in our history. I'm here to talk about change. I'm not with the normal flow. I'm like you. I'm here for change. I know last year American companies opted to build everything in the Orient and down south of the border. They have to keep their costs down, don't they? $3.50 per hour in these countries is a lot of money. The $2 trillion we're spending on the wars we're involved in is for our own homeland protection and security. The newly mounted cameras in your bedroom and restrooms and toilets are for your protection. We have to protect the homeland. It's too complicated to divulge why we're losing precious lives in the quest for freedom. By the way, there are a few of you, not many, that are against microchips in our bodies. You are wrong. It would be easier. No credit cards, no paper money, no coin to haul around, no identity theft. In fact, I got my chip inserted yesterday, and I feel fine. And I won't tell you where they inserted it. If it's good for your pet Fido, it's good for me and you. While we're on this subject, someone was saying earlier, who are these men that have the power to, whenever they want, to change the interest rates? The Fed. The person comes up and gives a few numbers, everything goes to pot or come up. We need these bankers to keep our economy going. But in that case, in saying that, we need less government. I know the government personnel has quadrupled, but what does that mean? They're working for you. And the new laws, why not? We have to be safe. 364,000 new laws were initiated and needed to adapt to population growth. It's a sore subject, and it always has been. And another sore subject, immigration. Just because 42 million people have entered the U.S. illegally in the last week doesn't mean anything. We are dealing with the problem. We're hiring more interpreters to communicate with 128 new languages. I know they don't speak English, but thank God for sign language. Some of you have heard false statements that I used $18 million in bribe money on my vacations and to build my newest mansion in Europe. That's a bald-faced lie. That mansion has been used for a retreat for me, my family, and friends so that I can more efficiently deal with the problems of government. And what does that mean? I'm working for you. I'm working harder for you. And that reminds me, term limits. What's wrong with one of your representatives working till they're 109 years old? Some of you representatives still can legislate right from their convalescent homes. Here's a subject that literally burns me up. Corruption in government. I can stand right before you now, look in your eyes and not lie, and scream out that there is no corruption in government. There's lies about payback, sex scandals, both male and female, bribes, assassinations, coups in other countries, drug running, experimentation with drugs, controlling populations, wife swapping, husband swapping, pet swapping are all lies. Your representatives are honest and abiding citizens who are now being insulted by investigative committees, insinuating that they are inside traitors, sex perverts, filthy liars, cheats, shameless, ugly talking heads whose only quest in life is to butter their boards. In life is to to butter their breads, fill their pockets. How dare they? The people you elected are honest, straight-talking people like your neighbors, like your relatives, like yourselves, like me. That's why you keep sending me back. Somebody said once, America has a choice. Somebody answer that phone. America has a choice. Elections are for the people, and yet most Americans don't bother to get off their dead rumps to go vote. But they should bellow out their complaints. I don't believe that. Americans are good people and should be able to make a choice to vote or not vote. Whether they vote or not, I'm your representative for life. Oh, yeah, I know some of you are out there. I hear you gun freaks. Why do you need so many guns? How much hunting can you do? Some say, like that organization that has over 500,000 members, that like the Minutemen in 1776 that they saved us. The time will come again, the right to defend ourselves. I'm here to say our police and military are here to protect us. I mean, the stormtroopers in Germany, the secret police, and they are willing to bully and kill. Who is saying this? Am I reading this? Loving Americans, ferocious will protect. Yes, the police will protect us. You don't need weapons in your home. Some scuff and say, why do I have 400 rifles, 64 handguns, and 6 grenade launchers in my home? Oh, and 6 flamethrowers, 6 smart bombs. They were gifts and are collector's items. I don't even know how to shoot a gun. I hope this is getting close to the end because I have a dinner party in France to attend. How about insurance? Health insurance for Americans. This is the last topic I'm going to speak about this. Health insurance. Sure, we lose a few, but we gain a lot, right? Health insurance. Everybody should go out and try to become a doctor to work on themselves. Everybody should take first aid courses. So when they get these maladies, they get these diseases that unknown to man, they can cure themselves. Now, what's wrong with that? Just before I have a coronary, I have 4 hospitals on staff when I get a cold.
You do not live in this state. How can you run for this office? on CRAVE. The American people are being taxed to death. Will you cut taxes or continue the tax race? Are you really a crook or do you just play one on television?
Politicians lie. Politicians cheat. Politicians lie from the top of their heads down to their miserable feet. Politics, bed ticks, wood ticks. Politics, bed ticks, wood ticks. Politicians, all parasites. They're all parasites. Because they're living off the backs of the middle class, telling everyone what they do for us. Paycheck going down, jobs going to the Orient. They can't afford the gas. Politicians rape and take, and their promises never come to pass. Liar, liar. Lawyer, lawyer. Lawyer, liar, liar, lawyer, liar, liar, your soul's on fire. You self-centered liar, pontificating your lofty desires. Talking heads, ugly heads, brain dead heads, lying tongues, flapping tongues, spitting tongues, lying up and down the street, lying in the halls. They always say the same thing. Lying is their call, lying is their law. They think they're so cool. Politics, bed ticks, wood ticks, politicians, all parasites. They're all parasites. Politicians creed. Politicians greed. Politicians' creed is politicians' greed. The deeds are seed for the need for greed. They feed on the power, then decay and stink hour after hour. The name of the game is the claim to fame. They're all the same, and the game is lame. They have no shame. Politics. Politicians. We're all parasites. In the beginning of time, politicians were around to wine and dine. In the beginning and in our time, the politicians still low-life slime. Soft slime.